honey.
Hello, and welcome to episode 4 of Popcast. Joining me today, we have the wonderful DCOMG, who is not in his chair. Get back in your seat. We've got my lovely co-host, RadFox. So, yeah, this is our new EU time slot, complete with Foxy. This is awesome. Fuse just messing around there. Who is DCOMG? Well, actually, good question. Who are you? Tell us about you.
Well, firstly, I don't like the fact that I can't sit in the chair properly because of this, because of my big stomach, my big vegan stomach. So I'm gonna jump out real quick and jump back in. Let's see if that works. Maybe not. There we go. Am I in now?
Yep.
You know it's bad when you have to answer.
Okay.
Sorry about that. We good?
Yep, we're good.
Okay.
So yeah, let's just head on over and zoom in on you a little bit. Why don't you tell us about yourself? Where did the name DCOMG come from?
Basically, DC is just my initials. A lot of people ask, is it to do with Marvel versus DC? A lot of Americans say, oh, is it to do with DC District of Columbia State? Unfortunately, it's not. It's very basic. It's just my initials.
Yeah.
If I could have it just DC across the board, I would. But I know like things like Steam and Pop One don't allow usernames less than 3 characters. And when I initially started the account and got to people get to know me, it's very difficult to change things. And the long and the short of it is, I just decided that the OMG was something that a suggestion when you can't find a usewusername. They say, oh, yeah. Would you like this or would you like that? And I was like, you know what, I'll just take OMG, why not?
I quite liked it. I quite liked it when I saw you in a lobby once and you changed it to UQT. That was quite a nice one. So everyone could call you DC, you cutie.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what it is. It's just about having fun with using it. And I don't care for recognition, but I think it's funny when people randomly they'll go like, oh, RadFox, and oh, we've got Honey Gun, and people go, oh, DC UQT, and they're like, oh no, yeah. Why did I say that? I'm like, oh yeah, thanks, you're making me blush now.
Wait, isn't OMG is a clan? Because people told me it's a clan.
It is, but that's exactly why I've changed. Well, I've not changed my name, not rebranded or anything, but like for Pop One, I'm just DC because I'm an Oracle, I can't change. I can't represent Oracle and still have the OMG in my name because it's against certain league rules that we'll probably get into soon. So even though it was established before the clan, I just thought I'm not going to hassle. I'm just going to call it just DC. That's it.
Easier.
And I'm able to now, yeah. And people never say, oh, DC OMG. They just say DC, right? Everyone does it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah. Good stuff. So, whenever I first got in, let's see. Whenever I first started playing with Fox, we ended up playing with you on your stream. How long have you been streaming, and how did you get into it?
I think it's coming up to a year, a little bit after, maybe. Honestly, I first got into it because I just wanted to rewatch my videos, and my computer didn't have any more slots for hard drive space. So I thought, well, if I can stream and upload some videos of my performances, I can rewatch them. It was a very, very personal thing. But as things tend to do on social media, you get a little bit of a following, a community, and I really like that aspect. And so I decided to actually transition that personal kind of goal of watching my own stuff back to actually have people watch with me, really.
That's actually a common reason to start streaming for many Pop 1 players. Like the same McCheesy started streaming again just recently. I mean, I don't know if you know that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Just several days ago. That's exactly that's exactly why, because he wants to watch it, or like he plays some comps and he forgets to take the screenshots or the game crashes, so he will not be able to take screenshots. But if he records and stays on Twitch and on his PC, then he will be able to take screenshots all the time and like rewatch what stupid things he did or amazing epic moments. Yeah, it's a common reason. Nice.
I just realized that, sorry, for good luck, on every episode we do this first. So let's give DC some love.
And yes, the gun getting small again.
There you go.
I have a tiny one.
Yeah, the same tiny one.
There you go. So yeah. Also in the chat there, you will see that someone says you sound like you're from London. Whereabouts in the UK are you from?
I say I'm from London. It's Hertfordshire. I'm in Hertfordshire, just above London. It's easier to say than Hertfordshire, and then people are like, "Where's that?" But yeah, it's just above London. I kind of when I do have to go into work, I go into work in London. It's very. I get one train straight into King's Cross, straight into Central. It's
it's actually handy then.
It's really commutable, yeah. But yes, Stealthy Badger, I am from London, north, not south.
Show your guns. I just noticed how small they're.
Yeah, actually, I'll zoom in on you just so you can show them to the camera, because he's got really tiny hands.
Honey, take yours. Take yours.
Yeah, this robot. Wait, is this the camera?
Yeah, like so. Yeah, that's the camera to compare size.
Oh wow! Now you're really embarrassing me. First you give me a complex about my thalidomide fingers, and now you're talking to me about and now you're saying about having look, I can't help having these types of fingers.
It's just a pity you have a small love gun. That's all I'm saying.
I do. It reflects real life as well.
So
good Pink is not here, That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Pink would really put you to shame. You should see the size of his love gun. And
look at this gun.
Banana.
Look at
his banana.
I know that wouldn't even fit in my avatar's stomach. He would break me if he tried to feed me that in any orifice. He would break
me. So, yeah. The other thing I wanted to sort of ask you is, are you on any other media? Like, do you put anything on YouTube or anything like that? Or you just strictly Twitch?
I started doing a few YouTube shorts, but mainly it's just kind of clips that I find that I've over succeeded and done really well, which is why I haven't uploaded any shorts in a long time.
I see.
Oh shit! Where's the pity gun? There's no pity gun here. No. Seriously. I've dabbled in that. I've got across the board Twitter, Facebook, the Instagram, but the thing is, I don't really use them. They're there if people want to kind of follow me there in hopes that one day I actually upload stuff there. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know yet. We'll see. But for now, it's just Twitch. I have thought about doing Facebook streams as well, but because I'm an affiliate with Twitch, there are rules and regulations that you need to follow with multi-streaming.
You cannot. You just cannot.
Yeah. Same with YouTube.
Yeah. That is a pity. I'm actually just currently bringing up one of your clips now that you've told me about your YouTube channel. So let me just throw this in.
Let's have a look.
Let's see. I'm just going to go up to the screen view here so that everyone else can see.
Oh, that's actually me. That's actually me in the
Yes, it is.
You might get demonetized or whatever for the music.
Oh, well.
I don't think we have monetization.
This is the Excalibur montage. This is in one day as well. This is one stream, because if you look at my t-shirt, I don't change my t-shirt, and just as a note, I do actually change my t-shirts in real life.
At least it's nice to know.
So pretty sure this was in one day in one stream.
Wow, there's a lot of Excalibur kills. I'd have broken my fingers by now.
Yeah, I mean, I did actually have an accident that we can come onto in a minute, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I want to hear all about it. Excalibur injuries and cyberblades.
Because there's a lost PJ.
Yeah, 6-4 versus sword.
Yeah. And it looks like I've done a lot of pin drops, but I promise you, a lot of them were just kind of, I just had height advantage.
Yeah. But no, you're doing the right things though. Like flying in with a sword is even faster than actually running at someone, and you're not quite as much of a profile.
Yeah, I mean, I've realized at some points
just for the crack. Yeah. You're like, yeah, more sword kills.
Yeah, this was just one stream, to be fair.
Yo Papi and you should just really get together.
Have you played with him?
I have played with him, I think once or twice, yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
Oh, cheers! Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, but that was one of my first one. I think, or maybe the first video that I uploaded to YouTube. Just my editing skills and still are rubbish. But the content's there, right? So I mean, but with the sword things, I think it's fun. Dangerous. Pardon?
I good with a knife. Sorry.
Coming from basically London, as we've just established. Are you talking real life, or are you taking pop one?
Let's to get stabby.
No, I mean, you're good with sword there. How do you feel about the knife? Do you get a lot of knife kills?
No, it's very rare that I use the knife. The reason being is because my loadout consists of more heals than anything, because I tend to get a shot a lot. I'm one of those players that will not just sit back, as you've probably seen in the PPC and ARC. I'm very much a pushy player. Not necessarily. Yeah, absolutely, I do. And one of the reasons why I have the loadout that I have, which consists of 3 shield shakes, 6 shield sodas, and 2 bananas, is exactly that. Because I usually end up with a ton of literally a ton of damage done on myself. In the meantime, so as soon as I drop, I'll switch out once I've got a gun and like a heal. I'll make sure that a shield heal. I'll make sure that I swap out the knife for a banana straight away. Yep.
You are hard to kill because you're a sponge for damage. I know this. I've fought you, and I'm like, I've done so much goddamn damage, and he's not dead. And then you just, you sack me in the head or something, or DT me. Speaking of DT, what do you think of the current state of DT? You were absolutely filthy with it before the changes.
Agreed. You shot 4 shots, just like 1 shot. I remember. I remember being dead. Yep.
So I like the DT. It hasn't really changed too much. Like with any of the changes, I think it's a natural thing for any human being to not like change. But I think once you embrace it and you realize the good things about it, and the reason why they've implemented the changes, and being rational about it, I think that you're not going to change it, so you need to adapt and overcome. And you're going to have the people that complain and whine and switch to M10, switch to Matadors when they were main in a DT before, which is absolutely fine. The game is about choice. And my choice is that I'm going to do 1v1 practice. I'm going to go to as many scrims as I can and work on my DT skill. I will die a lot, absolutely. And there are times that I'll pick an M10 over a DT if I know that I've got someone that I'm coming up against that's way better than it with a DT than I am. You know, that I just cannot beat. And going into the Diamond Division qualifiers, what is it? Not next week, the weekend after. I totally understand that it's imperative that working on all of the skills are equally as important. Not just the weapons, but movement, strategy, looking at like reassessing my loadout, reassessing everything really. But in terms of the DT in particular, I would say that even with the damage decrease, the damage now from 72 to 64, and the recoil, it only took me a couple of days to really get used to it, to start killing people again with it.
Yeah. I mean, I love the DT in its current state, because, you know, what really upset me was whenever they did like the nerf to your actual reload mechanics beforehand, and they fixed that now, thankfully, so, you know, everything reloads properly. But nothing felt worse to me than like doing the action but not being allowed by the game to do that. So yeah, I was pretty happy that they changed that back. Fox, what's your favorite shotgun? Are you DT? DT Master Race?
Well, yeah, it really depends. Like, there is no my favorite, I think, right now, because it really depends on the lobby. If the lobby, like, I don't know, not like all the people say like lobby full of noobs, but I hate saying that. I don't want to say bad things about other people. But yeah, if you feel that lobby is like that, then I tend to use Matadors just because it's fun to kill someone with Matadors, because it's just a PE if it's not high level players. But if you get like high level players there, I don't take Matadors because I want to peek. I want to have some advantages, so I can build and fly, and I don't know, it's just more difficult with Matadors, because when you fly with Matadors, it can reload one of them, so you just lose one hand basically. So yeah, so it depends on the lobby, but like in comps, I don't take Matadors at all, for example, only if it's like your only choice. But yeah, like I will take Gold M10 over anything, just because Gold M10 shoots so fast, it will probably kill even an NDT player. But yeah, Gold DT is amazing, but you still can fail the reload in any DT. But it's awesome. So yeah, I prefer DT or M10, but if it's Gold M10, I will take Gold M10.
Yeah. I do love a good DT kill, just because it makes me feel accomplished that I've actually managed to complete this seemingly simple task of reloading it. but like, okay, so a lot of the time whenever the nerfs just occur and the mechanics change, I tend to rely on switching weapons more. So I'll literally just go and like use an AK and DT, and then I'll AK them until they're like 2 shots with a DT.
Yeah.
And then
I agree.
I'll just switch weapons and go in so that I don't have to reload the DT if I hit my
Same.
shots. And then if I miss, I'm not even going to try and reload. I'm just going to go straight back to the AK. It should have half a clip left. So
I do the same, but for different reasons. You do it so not to reload the DT, right? But I do it not to reload the AK. So basically, if I fly on someone, for example, or that's like super close, and like I started from medium range, so I spend all of my AK bullets first, and then just go to DT and just see them. So they're super slow. That's how I do it. Yeah. Yep. I learned that switch swaps, and it really helps a lot. And I'm gonna make a tutorial video about that. Yep. But by the way, like I say I love Gold M10, right? But when I spend every day like half an hour in the terrain park, and I spend like 10 minutes on DT now. So yeah, I still use it, but you need to practice it.
Yeah, it's still like a really good source of burst damage, but I'm just so bad with the DT reload sometimes under pressure that I'm just seriously considering no scoping with an op.
That's
oh
the
my
thing.
god! I
Yeah,
forgot to
Just go
send you
like
the
winter.
clip. Oh,
So
something
yeah,
that
actually,
I was just going to say, sorry. So, something that I've noticed is with the AWP, since the update, I've definitely realized that the bullets that don't go as they don't stray as far.
yeah,
coming
they
out
don't
of
go
coming
like
out of the
pure
coming out of the barrel.
sideways.
They don't. Yeah. So you could. So there is one clip. It's a short that I've got on my YouTube. Maybe I've privated it. But it's me hitting consistently 4 no scope AWP shots.
oh my god!
No, sorry, 3. Sorry. From probably from me to you, Fox. That distance.
Yeah.
So it's not too far, but I mean, trying to get 3 on the trot before was
That's
difficult, right?
Yeah.
But now it's kind of easy. But yeah.
Just yesterday, I had a hot drop where I had 6-4 and AWP, and the guy was rushing me with DT, and I just I took my chances with AWP, and I just no scoped him, body shot and headshot. Can I send you the video right now, or it's
yeah,
not
send me the
possible
link.
to play it? Where?
Send me the
In
link.
Discord?
Yeah, in Discord.
Yeah.
I'll just grab it.
I totally forgot about it. It was just so epic. Yeah, I will do it now.
Yeah, I actually have like my own version of that. In that I played with Pink and Balpo, just one pub game after
Mm-hmm.
after the podcast the other night, and so I just thought like I would be going in with matadors, but they were 1-star matadors, and I was hitting for like 9 and stuff.
Oh my
That's
God.
it. And I was like, oh no, this is horrible. So yeah, I ended up actually bringing out the op and actually like managed to no scoop the last guy in the head for 144 and killed
Wow.
him to win the game. And I was like, that is just so satisfying. So
Yeah.
satisfying.
I sent you the clips, actually, 2 of them.
I'm gonna send you one as well. I'm gonna send
Yeah,
you the one
yeah.
I was
send me
talking
whatever.
about. Hold on. Let me
Yeah,
let me
the,
send it
the
over.
second clip is also about AWP, but it's about the high ping. I was playing yesterday and I had 230 ping. And I mean, I don't know, we just kind of discuss a little bit how to play with high ping, just because you will see where it registered. Like, no way it should register there.
Mhm.
But at the same time, when I like hit where it should register, it doesn't register at all. So
Yep.
that's like in the high ping place, it's just confusing.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm just going to go up to screen view here and we'll show this this clip.
Or don't show it fully. I don't want you to see the last part because it will be mean for the players who I killed there. Only the first part.
Oh, okay.
So 6-4 and up, and I'm like, I'm gonna die with
RadFox
6-4.
teabagging. That must be it.
No. Look, body and headshot.
Yeah,
That's all.
that's
You
it.
can stop there. You can stop it. You
You're
can
about
watch
to
it
get
later
banned
yourself.
from Pop One.
And then I took this DT and killed another player with DT, and our third
Oh no.
killed
Go
the
away,
third
stop.
player.
Stop. There we go.
But that's like, oh my god, I don't know. Probably my best op hot drop ever. Like, I don't like other people like, oh my god, I got open the hot drop. What, like, how even worse could it go? I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Open the hot drop, awesome.
Okay, let's get this up. Oh,
Sparticus, what's up? He says, oh no.
What
What's
is
up?
this? Okay. Something is going wrong here. Let me just open the inspector and fix this.
Yep.
Here we go.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's look.
Oh, was that it? Was that it? No.
No. Huh?
Okay, let's try that again. It's not playing ball.
Right now it says YouTube.
Yep. That's actually not the clip at all anyway. Okay, right.
Look at
Let's
the head
go.
where I shot. You saw where I shot.
Yeah.
There was no one there.
It does end just randomly. I don't know why.
Yeah.
So I can't fix that. I'm sorry.
It's all good. It just. Did you see where it registered? There was no one there. Like, no one at all. There was just nothing there.
It's
And it was a
230 ping
headshot.
headshots.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay.
Amazing.
I take
DC, did you send me that clip actually?
Yep.
I did,
Let's
yeah,
watch
I
it.
did.
Yes, let's watch it
I'll
now.
just check that out.
It's not in the standard view. It's in the shorts form. So you're gonna get a cut off version of it.
Okay.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it'll be fine. I hope. I hope it'll be fine. I don't know. Neos is all very new to me.
But it's from multiple angles. This one, so it's kind of cool to watch my point of view alongside with the others. There you go. So mine's in the middle. And then you've got two other people that were streaming the game at the same time on the sides.
Oh wow, free use.
Oh wait, no volume.
Should I cheese him with a no scope? So should I cheese him with a no scope? I thought he was already.
Nice.
You should rewatch it 3 times because right now I watched the part below. It's not understandable what happened there. Now, what's your part? The middle one? Your view. DC.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, okay, now let's look at the middle. I'm gonna play it again.
Hold on.
He can hear me climbing.
Jump down
Behind you.
Wow. You reloaded so
That was
quickly. I need a
fast,
tutorial
yeah.
from you. Yeah.
That's all that Seiko practice.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's the same as the Seiko reload. So, and I used to be able to do that with the Seiko before.
Yeah.
Before it only tickled you. So, that's
Awesome. Pro
that's
player.
that's the fun of it. I mean, these days, I would prefer to pick up an AWP to no scope and miss a shot than having to hit 4 shots with a Seiko to kill somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Four consistent in a row. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah.
It's just a little much. I mean, unless you're going headshots with a gold Seiko.
Yeah, imagine white Seiko 45 damage only. That's like,
Just use like any Magnum, and you get more shots without having to
Do you
reload.
use Magnum? Do you use Magnum DC?
Yeah, I do. Although the Magnum, I'm not too keen on. It's a great gun, I think. I just think now with the hit scan, which we can come onto in a minute.
Oh yeah.
I just think that the Magnum is, it doesn't require, and this is not me hating it at all, but it doesn't require as much skill. For example, I hit 3 shots. We hot dropped on the 9s in Observatory Armory, okay, and the other team went all the way towards Kingdom. I picked up on the far side of the Armory 9s, picked up a purple Magnum. The guys flew off he's dropped on the turbine towards Kingdom. He's gone off the other side of the turbine towards Kingdom, and I managed within the 7 shots to kill the guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think, and that was because I was aiming directly at the guy and shooting exactly at where he was. And it just felt a bit wrong. I'm so used to having to calculate the distance. Yeah. It just seems like now it doesn't matter if they're a stone's throw away or halfway across the map. The Magnum, even though with the drop off, it still hits exactly the same.
Yeah, and it's not like a huge drop off. Like I was using a 2-star Magnum yesterday, and it's still hitting for like 39, quite far away. So
yeah.
Do you use FAL? Because everyone thought FAL would be the same like as Magnum or like new Seiko. Do you use it? Does it work for you? Like I cannot use FAL. It just doesn't work.
I wouldn't want to run multiple ARs in my loadout, so it's on the bottom of my loadout simply because I would rather keep that AR slot open for an RFB or an AK, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, but that's not what I mean. I mean, like, for example, I've discussed it with many people. It's the same for many people there. If I use Magnum, I can hit like all 7 out of 7. It's all right. But with FAL, I will hit maybe like 3 out of 7 at best, maybe just 0. I don't understand why, like, because it's the same hit scan, but it just doesn't work how it's supposed to for many people. Does it work for you? Can you use it? That's what I mean. Like, do you hit your bullets with PAL? Same as Magnum?
Yeah, but actually, I think I tend to use which is one of the only guns that I tend to use the crosshairs for rather than the reticle.
Yeah.
Because it's got a bit of a kickback to it and the speed that you can shoot, I'm much more, and because of the lead again of the and the travel time of the bullets, I tend to just be faster at hip firing the FAL and still hitting a couple 29s and 43s and rushing in with like matadors or shotgun or something. That's just
absolutely.
But that's just my playstyle. And so I'd rather be able to consistently hit with an AK or an RFB and then go in for a kill than if you're more of a conservative player that runs an AWP as a main, I think maybe then a FAL might be a more viable option. But then again, do you want two guns that are kind of a bit slow at firing compared to one that you can just hold your trigger down, like an RFB, AK, even a CX4, and M60.
So look, you just discussed that you don't really like Magnum just because it doesn't require much skill, right? I totally understand you there, but you just also mentioned you take RB or AK, but RB doesn't require skill. Do you still use it, or you only use it when there is no AKM?
No, I'll use it.
So do you take AKM or RB with the same stars?
I'll switch them out. I'll switch them. I don't. It's only because with the RFB, I'm just comfortable using it.
It's easy to beam with.
With if I had like an RFB and a Magnum at the same time, I just feel like it becomes dull for me to play that way. I might not be able to get as many kills. I might not be able to hit, and especially with the update, I certainly have seen my damage and my kills per game go down, and even the wins when I'm not playing with good players. But that's also because I constantly challenge myself, even in situations that I shouldn't challenge myself, like in competition. I still will, simply because that's the way that I keep the game interesting for me. Now, that does mean that at some point you do need a fallback option, and my fallback is RFB. I can, if we're comparing the RFB to the Magnum, that's the gun that I would choose to, and this is my justification. You might use the Magnum, but I would use the RFB because I know that I can get more damage that way, which is, I think is feasible, and that's exactly why I embrace that update, because it's not just AWP AKDT like the previous update. It gives more diversity to the challenges that you'll face in the game. For example, if I'm coming up against you in a game where I know you're running with two other squad mates that are equally skilled as you, so top tier players, the chances are, and I see you guys in lobby, chances are one of the first guns that I'll pick up will be a Magnum or RFB, simply that I can land the shots. But as you said previously, if there's people in the lobby that I don't necessarily recognize, or that I've played against that kind of are not as good as, let's say, top tier players, then I will challenge myself, and I will lose a lot of the time as well, because I'm challenging myself, rather than just running that strict loadout of those guns that I'm not necessarily that challenge me and keep the game fun for me.
What are the most challenging guns? Like the guns you use the least. I don't say hate, because you probably don't hate, but the guns you use the least.
Well, since the update, the Seiko's kind of off the list.
Yeah.
But I did enjoy using that before. But something that I've kind of, and everyone that knows me knows, I struggle with the AWP a lot. and that's what I'm picking up these days.
What's your struggle?
I never picked it up before because the people that I used to play with, such as like for a long time out of a long period of my games, would be the ones that get damaged from afar. I'd always be the one with and that's why I was good with the DT beforehand. Yeah, because I'm more of an aggro player. So and kind of knowing where like a squad of 3 are, just gives me that that opportunity. That's why having the index is even though I didn't really necessarily realize before, but it seems like with the wider field of view, for if you're an aggressive player, it's much better to have that, because I'll see things out of the corner of my eye that I wouldn't have been able to see before. You know, someone flying in from the side, from a bit higher. So the extra field of view is great. But going back to what we were saying is, I think that having that diversity really seems to, for me anyway, keep the game fun. But the AWP, I've never picked up, so I've never actually learned how to use properly, and like the muscle memory.
But I mean, like, Foxy's great with it. She's been using the AWP since like day 1, day 3. Yeah. I never picked it up because that was always so I played with this guy going postal and Stealthy Badger. Actually, they were my sort of regular squad just for whenever, before I ever started playing a lot. We would play, in the evenings, just like 9 o'clock UK time, and we would just go out and play. But the sort of opping was always left to going postal, so he was like amazing with it. I just never picked the thing up. I'd do it occasionally, but that'd be it. Just looking at the chat here, actually, sorry. We do have
I have a question by chat.
Yeah, Miss Whatever. The sound of the FAL is so good. That is the redeeming quality of the FAL. I can't hit a thing with it, but
you can enjoy.
Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah, let's see. Sako was great, so yeah, I always went Sako instead of up, because I didn't like having the 2-hand. I much preferred just being able to peek with it. Comrade Sundays and Scotticus, hi. Thanks for
Comrade
being...
Sundays asks, is it always 2 hot chicks in some beer, dude?
Usually, yeah. Well, no, actually, well, pink is a banana, so I don't think you can count him as weird. And yeah, Balpo was in a nice hot chick outfit, so...
And a weird dude.
I guess so, yeah. So far we're setting the tone. What's up, Muffin? Thanks so much for stopping by. Thanks all of you guys for stopping by. It's great to have you, Fuse, Selby, Scotticus. Lovely to see you. So yeah, other than that, I definitely think there is a massive sort of tiered change between the competitive guns that are currently meta and the sort of lower tier guns that are more leisure tier
went back
weapons.
to op KDT actually, so basically it's the same for me now. I don't know how it's
I mean, op's just so strong because you can pick it from far, you can use it from fairly close.
There's just no alternative right now for the far no Seiko.
I still, to me, nothing feels more satisfying than like a flying Seiko headshot. Or 2 in a row, even better. That's still what absolutely butters my muffin. So yeah. Is there anything that really does it for you in the game that really is the most satisfying? What'll satisfy you?
Oh wow, that's the question. Peeling a banana 4 times and just eating it without failing. That's quite satisfying.
Yeah.
The amount of times that I fail, especially with the index controllers. If my hands get a little bit sweaty, if my hands get a little bit sweaty, that's it. It's game over. I have to peel the banana, all 8 sides of the banana at least.
So I actually have a slightly different healing method to a lot of people, in that I'll do it with this. I tend to sort of peel my banana with my right hand, so I'll grip with the left and to do it that way for the first one. For the second one, I do the same. For the third one, I do the same, and then I go downwards on the last one, and then shove it in my face hole. So it's like, and it's fairly quick. Like I know Muffin Man has like an insanely fast banana eating thing, but his wrists like do all this crazy stuff, and I'm like, I cannot do that.
Mate, I'm now, I'm coming into the stages where like if I sit down too long, I get back pains. Like I can't. I'm gonna get carpal tunnel or something if I start flicking my wrist like that. I'm not gonna be doing that anymore. I'm happy to peel a banana, but again, it's really as I've played against that guy before, right? So I understand that he is a very aggro player as well, and it's so important that you can heal up in time. Obviously I'm exaggerating when I'm saying like I can't always peel a banana, but like there are times that it's really important when you're in zone and you need to make the bananas last, and you'll wait until that last second to peel it and eat it, or if you just get rezzed in the zone and then you've got to peel that banana extra quick because it's ticking for like 5-6 a second.
You're like 1 HP getting in your face.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. But no, I think like you're saying, that for me, because it's newfound, I love hitting the AWP headshots, especially the drop ones, or the ones that you fling yourself up and you quick scope. Amazing,
jump
right?
Shots. Oh, feels good.
Yeah.
RadFox has a few compilations of her doing stuff like that, so go over to her YouTube channel, check those out. Also, she is part of the 6 mentoring service, so if you ever do want help on using the AWP or any other weapons, you can always go and hit her up on 6's Discord channel. And as long as you can, so I was gonna say, as long as you can be compatible with Russian time.
DC, I have a tip for you. Like what I had, like you're struggling with bananas, right? When summer started, I noticed I cannot reload guns at all when my palms become sweaty. So Pink Ponish told me use the gloves as I do. I'm like, really? Okay, I have gloves right now, right here, my COVID gloves. I'm gonna wear them, and oh my god, I've been using gloves every day since then. It helps so much. I never fail the reload unless I'm just doing silly things, but when I should reload, I will always reload. And same with bananas, like you should just try gloves. Just try usual COVID gloves. It will help you. Like you will have no problems. He uses index with the gloves. He says it's better.
It probably is, to be honest.
Yeah.
I just
try
hate the
them.
sweaty
I use them every day.
hands inside the gloves.
That's
the thing. I'm like,
but the thing is, I'm so concentrated on the game that I never notice it. I only have like 3 seconds of hating it when I just take them off, and that's when I'm like, oh my god, no, that's all. Because when I play, I don't notice anything. I just don't notice it. I recommend everyone.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like I reckon if I did that on a hot day, especially like we've got at the moment, like 23, 24 degrees, that's hot for us. Okay, just saying.
I have 33 right now, and I'm in the gloves every day.
And if I was wearing gloves and I took them off, right, my hands are getting damp, just sitting here, right? Yeah, it would look like I've had sausages marinating in water for a week. The fingers, I don't know if I could do that to myself.
I still think it's worth it.
The sacrifices the Fox makes for being sweaty.
And
literally sweaty.
I mean, and in all the ways. And I play for like 5-7 hours lately, so that's horrible. But it's still worth it. Hannigan, maybe you want to check your chat because I see there are many messages. I just don't see the text at all. I don't know what's there. I cannot read it.
You can't see it?
No.
Scott gets soaked sausages. Oh my god, no. Stealthy Badger was just saying, he remembers whenever we used to just get absolutely annihilated. This is before we even knew about head peeking. We used to just get really annoyed at them. We were like, why is this guy just showing me the top of his head and then shooting me with a Sacco? But yeah, he's saying I acknowledge it's a video game, but surely they should make one-handed shots with the Sako be almost impossible. And I mean, that would make sense,
already
especially if you're firing
impossible.
anything above your head. But there's nothing feels better to me than peeking with an M60 these days and just being like, do, 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 do.
Oh my god.
It's so annoying because you're just M60 above your head.
Yeah.
It really gets you out of trouble. I actually was in a 1v1 with Huckleberry from HBC yesterday.
He's a cool guy, yeah.
I was just doing I was doing a shoutcasting tutorial thing for 6, and so I thought, well, we'll just kill one of them, and then the other, they can watch the 1v1 between the other two and just get used to sort of moving around and getting close into the action and practicing shoutcasting. So I was in this 1v1 with him, and I landed up on top of Metropolis and got like this purple M60. And he was holding a peak sort of down behind one of the containers, and I was just sitting there like, oh no, I'd just eaten an op headshot, which took me down to like 40 HP, and I'm sitting there with this M60 like, well, I'm going to leverage this. The only thing I've got is an M60 and no heals, no builds. So I was just like, I started peeking this container and just being like, do, 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 just peeking away with it. And I hit him for enough that he sort of thought, oh crap, there's actually a possibility of me dying. So he backed off, and I managed to like drop down and escape into slums. But that's the sort of thing that that actually you can do with just a bit of a bit of will with the M60. It was actually really satisfying. I was like, hell yeah. The only problem I had...
Go on.
So the only problem I had in that, though, was that I picked up the file thinking, hell yeah, I'm going to use this file later on. And we got to sort of the final battle, and I'm sitting there trying to poke away at him with the file, and he's peeking, and then just like doing the little chin rest with the op thing on the side of the building. And I'm just sort of like dodging these headshots coming my way as I'm trying to hit him with the file. Didn't hit a single freaking shot. And then just thought, screw this, and just charge him with a DT and won it. I was like, what the hell was that? That was not satisfying at all. But yeah, sorry.
No, all I was gonna say is there are specific guns that have their use cases, right? So you know, just talking about the genre of gun, like you've got like the shotgun for close range, the snipers for further, and I something that is satisfying is when you get those kills when they're not supposed to be killed in the way that the game's designed, such as, you know, the no scope AWP shots, and you know, that even like sniping with a shotgun and getting that last 8 damage on someone and stealing the kill from your teammate. Those, even though it's not necessary, I find like it's not necessarily exploiting the situation or your teammates, but it's more about just, for me, it's just about having fun with what I can use and thinking about what, like, if you watch that short back, you'll even hear Dog Mum in there say, how did he do that? You know, and it's that reaction, and it's exactly exactly that reaction that is just funny to me. You know, and people come up to me in the lobby next time and be like,
Fuse calling you out there in the chat. He's like, did that a lot.
He can't talk. He can't talk. Fuse cannot talk. If you put up my career stats right now, you see my it's exactly 200. I'll have you know. A damage per kill 200. So you could talk about me stealing kills all day long, but it all balances out. And to be honest, the people that I do play with, Fuse included, don't care about that sort of thing. I don't think. Maybe they do. Maybe it keeps them up at night. But when they talk to me about it, they don't. Maybe it's
teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah. Maybe it's some form of you know, authority. People. This is another thing as well, right? People come up to me after they've squadded up with me sometime. They've been like, you know what? I thought you were a bit of a dick. But you're not. Yeah. And actually, someone
That's
said that
nice.
to me recently.
God.
Yeah, someone
Oh,
said
you're
that
a
to me.
massive dick. What?
Yeah, I said, trust me, metaphorically and physically, definitely not. But no, seriously, like I think maybe because they see my streams, especially with the comp, I take things quite seriously when I play. And I get wound up with myself more than anything. If I can't,
I thought I'd give you a
if I
banana.
go on, go for it.
Inside his body. In
Yeah.
the stomach.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean.
The spinning banana.
I
It's
I
massive.
can't even. I'd have to two-hand it to control it.
Oh my god.
It's kind of uncontrollable, though, isn't it? You know, it just rides about
Maybe
everywhere.
that's what they need to do in Pop 1. They need to they need to have a big banana that you have to two-hand. That should be the next gun. The next gun should not be an AKM chicken. It should be a two-handed DT massive banana.
That'd be amazing. Just and you know, it should be like a one-shot RPG, and just whenever you use it, you have to peel it first. And then
Oh
just...
my god, that'd be
and then it just
amazing.
splooges everywhere. Yeah.
And Honeygun, this is exactly why we're players of the game and not developers of the
and
game.
not developers. Absolutely. Oh, Fuse, how rude. Those randoms are correct.
Aw.
No, absolutely.
Do
But
you go
yeah,
solo? Do you play with randoms? Saying about randoms.
I played randoms on stream. I think it was Monday, and it was soul destroying.
Oh, so you
I-
don't usually play right after the rank points,
Mhm.
especially like everyone else.
Yeah, not even that. I was very tired that day. And I had that I'm prefacing this with excuses. Okay, so get ready for this. But because there's a lot. I was tired. I was hungry. I was streaming and distracted. No, but on a serious note, the skill level. Okay, let's talk about. We've spoken about the RFB.
Oops, I'm sorry. It just
She's gonna press it again. Look at her.
Don't press
look at
another
her
one.
problem. I
Don't
have
press another one.
65% of frame drops on my.
Oh no, that's not good.
It's because for some reason my VPN on my laptop turned on and it was supposed to be off. Okay.
See.
Okay. I will probably need your footage if it breaks.
Ah, sure.
Yep.
Sure, no problem. I'll send it to Pink
Okay,
anyway.
sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Okay, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
dear. Technical difficulties.
Yeah,
Always
yeah,
happens.
yeah.
So let me just store my massive banana.
Under the desk. It's
Yeah.
brilliant.
Gotta tuck it under the desk. The answer. We do have.
And now I'm looking at it. I can't stop looking at your banana under the desk now. Oh, you got a pineapple as well.
I know it's just to draw
it's
the
because I
eyes.
say pineapple.
That's why I
It's
like to
because I
wiggle
say
it around a
pineapple on my
lot.
stream. That's like a local joke.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you don't know. Yeah, I have voice recognition. So when I want to clip something, after all, I put a mark on my stream saying pineapple. It puts a mark. Then I go back and just look at the mark and clip it.
No, it's happened
Yeah.
like it's happened
So
like
it's all-
twice now.
Yeah. No, it's not opened yet. It's not open.
Oh,
I will
okay.
open it when I'm gonna play for fun.
Just put that back to here. Yep. So yeah, this is the pineapple in question. I'll just bring that right up to the camera. Hello. There
What's
are
it got? Has it got
apples in its eyes.
apples in its eyes? Wow.
Yeah.
And what's the mouth
Isn't it
made out
beautiful?
of? Is it just a cavity-ridden hole?
No, that I believe that's like a kiwi fruit.
What
What do you think,
Fair
Chad?
enough.
Is that a kiwi in its mouth?
Probably.
Terrifying, right?
Avocado, maybe. I don't know.
It's absolute nightmare fuel.
That is crazy.
So
No,
yeah.
sorry. I was just saying, like, in terms of randoms and the
Yeah.
talking about the RFB and the easier guns to use now. The skill level of the game has gone up dramatically, and before when you had a meta that actually took a lot of practice to get good with, I do understand the outcry of the hardcore Pop 1 players that have spent hours practicing on the reloads of the DT and the the AK recoil for it to go out of the window. Basically, I do understand that, but on the flip side of that, it's made players that have got quite good squads of, let's say, average players really get significant wins, a lot of kills and damage. So for me, going solo with two players that I've never played with before, and it could be that, let's say, Fox, if I squadded up with you and you invited someone, I don't know how you guys play, and I go off and do my own thing to a degree. I'm not saying that I'm not playing as a teammate. I'll still do my best to be have a cohesive
available
team. but being the type of player that I am, I get myself in situations that oftentimes I shouldn't, like a 3v1, and it would just mess me up because the I suppose the guns are just so good. You can't get out of that situation now with a good competent team
you
that you're
just
fighting against.
See someone pointing at you and build before they've already hit you anymore. Which used to, if you saw someone, like, the first thing I always try and tell myself is, like, as soon as I see someone, I'll just throw a build down at least and then shoot, because they'll be wasting some of their ammo getting through your build, at least from their clip, and then you're going to be able to hit all your shots if they haven't built yet. That used to be the idea. Oh, Fox is getting...
Yeah, I'm sorry, it says my stream is off.
It says your stream's off?
I never have technical difficulties. Yeah, but people say Steam broken, and they directed me that it's not working. I'm so sorry. It never happens to me, right? Oh, now it says that it's on. I don't understand.
It never said the stream went
today.
down over there. I mean, normally if it goes off, it'll say Scotticus. Yes, we are back.
Oh my, thank you. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know. You're okay now. That's why there were not people, because I was losing 65% frame drops.
65% of your frames. Oh
yeah,
no.
and it wasn't loading for anyone. That's why we have no people watching. That's why.
It's a pity.
Yeah.
But I'd like to thank everyone that has stopped by my channel just to see the Fox. It is very kind of you.
I'm sorry. Yep, I'm sorry.
And yeah, DC obviously is an amazing guest. I've really enjoyed hanging out with you so far. I still have like a lot of questions for you. So do you play any other time? Do you play any other VR games?
Yes, I do. I've played a bit of Veil. And for those that don't know, Veil is a new upcoming PC title for VR. I don't know how much more there is to say. I mean, it's in alpha stages now. And if you're on a competitive Pop 1 team, you can apply to get access. Not necessarily granted, but you can at least apply in the Discord.
She's especially bad at walkabout mini golf.
Especially bad at walkabout mini golf. Jinxie, thanks for stopping by as well.
Emotional damage. I would say, in terms of Veil, it's like kind of like Counter-Strike, with a little bit of like, with a little bit of like Pavlov mixed in with it. It's quite cool.
Hence, sorry, my English. About Veil. So we have a joke, like amongst us Pop 1 players, that when it's not sweaty, it means all the Pop 1 top players just are playing Veil today.
Scanter plays a bit of Veil. Cobra NA, a lot of them play a bit of Veil.
For the Veil, like, it's only PC VR, and you must have a good PC. Like, I tried Veil. Without the stream, it worked fine. But when it's without the stream, I just went to check how it is it even working for me. But then I started streaming it, and when I went to multiplayer, I was having, I don't know, it was just literally slideshow. I couldn't do anything. It was just totally unplayable, and a lot of players have the same problem. And that appeared to be my PC is even lower than the lowest requirements. I'm like,
Wow.
what? No other problems with any other VR games, but Veil, yeah. So Veil didn't work out for me, but I will maybe get a new PC soon because the prices are dropping now in a huge amount. Like they're just like 4 times lower than a year ago, for the PC parts. And they say it's probably gonna go even down in prices. So yeah, I guess I'll maybe get the new PC, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I hope so.
Walkabout mini golf, you played? You're better than
Mini golf is really fun. It's much more of an intimate setting, right? Like this, where you can relax, have jokes, and also enjoy a game. Whereas I think with Pop 1, it's very much high octane. You don't get a lot of chances to, if you're playing it the way that I would potentially play it. The reason why I say that is because people just play Pop 1 to enjoy it, and so like
I think there's
squads,
less people that play it to enjoy it these days.
Exactly, right. And my games have definitely gone down. My weekly games, I think I played like 19 this week, public ones, right?
I played
but that
3.
Yeah, that right. But it's simply because there's more to it, and this is linking back to your thing about why I started Twitch. Something that I got out of that, which I never thought I would be a nice community of people that I can enjoy other experiences with, other game experiences with, or any other experiences. For example, I went and had some food with Monkalicious. Do you know what I mean?
That's
It was
cool.
really nice.
Yeah,
it was
that's
nice
awesome.
to actually meet someone from Pop 1. And if it wasn't for the game, we wouldn't have done that. If it wasn't for streaming, I wouldn't have done that. So it's, and for him streaming as well, so it's really nice to be able to do that. And obviously, if you're going to do that, be careful, obviously. I wouldn't want to meet me, to be honest, but there we go. But yeah, on a serious note, it's a very community-based game, isn't it? And having these other titles that you can readily play with your community is nice, and for them to interact as well. For example, Comrade Sundays and Scotticus, if they were to play mini golf, and Fuse and
Ghost
Jinx
Recon.
exactly,
Jinx,
and go exactly.
Nice.
Do you know?
What's up, Ghost Recon, by the way? Thanks for stopping by.
It's just really nice for to get that kind of intimate cohesion, which isn't just about and also like stopping a joke or stopping a conversation because there's someone over there. Do you know what I mean? It's so nice to just be able to have a flowing conversation that lasts more than 30 seconds to a minute before you shoot someone. You go, that was really bad, or that's really good, let's go, we won, and then forget about what you were talking about.
Yeah, it's just like it's nice chat in Walkabout. Actually, I played Walkabout last time with Mac Cheesy, RadFox, Weller, and Bran.
Oh, really?
Those guys from the Rad server.
Last day for
yeah,
you?
that's the last time I played Walkabout. But you mean Fox should definitely go and play sometime. I'd love that.
Yeah, I played a couple of times after that, and we were still playing and playing with McCheesy and someone else. But yeah. It's just so difficult to play some other games. It's when you play Pop 1, it's just so difficult to play something else.
Yeah, I hear the Labyrinth map actually is really good. McCheesy was saying about it. And I was like, I'd love to go and check it out.
That's what we want to try.
Yeah, because last time it was like Sweetopia or whatever that was. I don't even know what it was called, but the Candyland one.
Yeah.
Candy Mountain, Charlie. Anyone remembers that? I don't know. But
I don't. Sorry, you've lost me.
Candy Mountain, Charlie. It was like this really old animation with this unicorn that got his kidneys sold. Anyway,
oh my god!
From that. Oh my god! Yeah. So But yeah,
Out of everything, the
Candyman.
kidneys. You'd think that they would, take the horn off and just sell it as a normal horse, and the horn's the important part of a unicorn, not its kidneys, not its thing that. Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, he just went to Candy Mountain, and then he was just drugged, and next thing his kidneys are out, and he's in a bath of ice.
Wow.
It happens to unicorns every now and then. Unicorn kidney, definitely a potions ingredient.
Yeah.
So,
unicorn kidney on the black market. I wouldn't trust that if I saw that.
I'm sure like there's some sort of Chinese medicine based around it. For sure.
This tastes oddly like just a horse kidney.
Tiger penis.
Oh my god.
So, other than Walkabout, you also you mentioned you played VR chat for a long time, like just
No,
like
no,
to
no,
hang
I
out in
haven't.
VR
I
chat?
haven't. I haven't. No, I haven't. I have this avatar is VR chat optimized, and that's why I asked you if there's any
That's why it was
easy way to
difficult.
get it into this world, which it absolutely is. But it's very rewarding to do so, to get right as well.
Mhm.
Neos is very interesting. It's so open compared to everything else that I've ever experienced in terms of games. It requires a set of skills that if you are smooth brain to technology, you will not be able to get into. I don't think it requires some level of competence, to make even this.
So, I mean, the thing I'm most proud about, chat, by the way, is I made these buttons, and I'm going to show you the buttons here. So I have. Let me see. Can I show them? Wait, I can't show them while I'm looking up. Let's put them down here. Yeah, so I made these buttons that kind of sit down here, and I can use them to do things. Then I had to program them with something called Logix, which is like a programming language, like a visual programming language inside of Neos, and you can do pretty much anything with it. Like a lot of the things like these love guns here, they're all made using like insane amount like applications of Logix, so that we can hit each other and give each other love. So if you're ever interested in if you're ever interested in coming into Neos, and you have PCVR, I definitely recommend it because there's so much you can do. Like, you can go to a full IMAX cinema in here. DC, I have to show you this after. You'll love it.
Okay.
it's so cool. Yeah, you can watch things like IMAX 3D and stuff. It's absolutely incredible. So yeah, still got to shout out Pavlon for actually introducing me to Neos, and that was thanks to Surgical Gaming, who also runs a podcast on here called what's it called? Behind the VR headset is the name of the podcast, and he interviews people from various parts of VR, not just more Pop 1 focused. And he just they have a great time with it. So if you're ever interested in checking out another sort of Neos filmed podcast, feel free to jump in there. So yeah. Do you play anything else apart from Walkabout, bit of Veil?
Beat Saber?
Have you played any of like the single player stuff, like the big ones, like Half-Life Alyx and stuff?
Yeah, I love it. Beat Saber as well, as RadFox said.
Beat Saber's good fun.
Yeah, I mean, back when we were still in lockdown, and the gyms were all shut, I would play maybe like an hour of Beat Saber on like Expert Plus on some songs. It's a good workout. I'm not good. I'm not that good. Like,
but all the Camellia songs on Expert Plus.
Yeah, exactly. And even if you're missing a half of them, you're still flailing your arms around like tomorrow, and that is enough for like a decent shoulder workout. To be honest.
Speaking of a great workout, Thrill of the Fight. Have you ever played Thrill of the Fight? It's a boxing game.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
It's an absolute hangout. You just constantly trying to duck and diving and trying to box. And like after a couple of rounds, I was just like dying. It's a great workout. But yeah, definitely. So instead of doing boxercise because it's boring, just go and play Thrill of the Fight, and you can you can have a realistic experience while you're doing it.
Well, about like VR. When I started playing VR, I actually like lost 10 kilos per like half a year.
Yeah.
And it was mainly thanks to like Beat Saber. I wasn't even streaming back then. So what I did was like Beat Saber, like every morning just after breakfast. I don't know how you call it in English. I wasn't prepared to talk about this. Like heavy things on your wrists,
Weights, yeah.
So like
wrist
weights.
weights.
Yeah. So I did it on my. It depended. Like I remember I was putting it on my legs too. Maybe it was some other game where I needed to jump, But for Beat Saber,
Dragon
I
Ball
was just
Z
on
training
my
method.
wrists. So like for 1 hour, like every day. And it really like helped. And also then I started streaming, so I already started losing weight, and then I started streaming, and I was streaming for like 5 hours a day. So I started eating like less food, and I actually like lost 10 kilos for half a year. And I'm like, oh, I wasn't even trying.
Mhm.
Awesome. I'm like,
Yeah,
awesome.
VR diet is real. You too can go Super Saiyan like the fox.
Yep. So yeah,
well
I'm pretty happy with
well done
VR.
for that. That's a good achievement, right? That's a good accomplishment.
Especially not even trying.
One
It's
of the
awesome.
dresses you wear on your stream, I believe it's like the Lolita dress or whatever you call it. But that was what dress you've had since you were like 16, right?
Wait, which one? Sorry, which one?
I think you
the
called it like the
Lolita.
Lolita. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I bought it in like when I was last grade of school. Yeah, it's like super old. Super old. That's 15 years old. Yep. And I'm
So
in
you
my 20s.
you say that now. So do you mind me asking how old you are now then?
In my 20s for several years. Still in my 20s.
20s for several years now.
Still in your 20s. Okay, that's.
So someone actually, as someone asked, like what age you were, Foxy, and I was like, what age do you think she is? Because I didn't want to like give away your secrets, right?
Yeah.
She was 15. 15.
Yeah, I know, right? That's what I'm saying. I'm just going to 20s. Yay.
So Eternal Youth could also be yours if you do the VR workout. DC obviously keeps himself very fit. You've seen how tight his t-shirts are. So
this is true. Yeah, this is true.
I am actually surprised you still wearing a t-shirt because I saw there are some streamers, I'm not gonna call their names, who are just like half naked, like topless, So you should do the same, maybe.
Oh, that would be so popular. Yeah. Get the thirst. Leverage the thirst.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that I could ever do that because it's just not in me to do that. I'll have. It's even like on the hottest day of the year here, right? It reached, for those that don't know, it reached 40 degrees, which is like 500 Fahrenheit or whatever. No one cares about Fahrenheit.
I think it's 1 million, yeah.
It felt like 500. It felt like 500 degrees Fahrenheit. So even on that hottest day, I needed to go to the shop at like just my local corner shop. And on my way there, I saw everyone was just, shorts and sliders or flip flops.
Wow.
Men, I'm talking, not women. Yeah, don't get too happy. But I just hosed myself down, literally. And when I turned the hose on, I've got one of those things that you with a garden hose, honey, gun.
Yeah.
I got one of those. The hose. You kind of twist it, right? So as I was turning it on, freezing cold water normally was coming out, and it burned my feet actually. Yeah. So I had to let it go for a little bit. That's the context for how hot it was, especially when we're not acclimatized to that sort of heat.
That's the thing. It's acclimatizing over the course of like a couple of weeks.
and even
Fox,
then,
are you still here?
What?
Your stream
Yes.
went down. Your stream went down.
And that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on. No idea. I mean, nothing changed since yesterday, so I don't know
weird.
why.
I don't know what's
Yeah.
happening. I'm so sorry. You've got technical difficulties.
Yeah, I mean, it still says I'm on in my OBS. You know, it's not even crashed or anything. OBS just says, look, yeah, it says stream went live. You see, I didn't do anything at all.
Weird. Yeah, it must
Yeah.
be connection, but your connection seems fine here on our
Yeah,
end.
that's what
You
I'm
can
saying.
still
Like,
talk and hear it.
no idea. But yeah, I don't know how it's recorded on my PC. If it's broken, then I will ask you. Yeah.
Hey, Bal. Thanks so much for stopping by, and thanks so much for being our wonderful guest last time. And yeah, DC, you should totally hook up and play with Balpo at some point. She is absolutely lovely to play with. She's great. So,
I think we played once when I had my Oculus account. I know we're friends on there, but I don't think we're friends on my Index account. So definitely. I think I've got you on Discord, so just drop me your friend code, and I'll be happily up for some Pop 1 games.
By the way, about Index, we have a joke now. Like we've been discussing it a lot since you have both Quest and Index. Do you agree with that? Like we have a joke that would say Index is basically pay to win because you have higher field of view, you have more frames and stuff. Like some things are easier on Index to do, like reloads and eat bananas, for example. Do you agree with that? Like, what do you think? How Index changed your life?
Yeah.
In Pop 1?
I'm gonna be totally real. If you're not good at Pop 1, Index is not gonna change anything.
Okay.
But if you're at that, it's like bodybuilders, you've got to have a good fundamentals, and then you finish it off with those performance enhancing drugs. Okay, so you have to be good. You have to be
that's performance enhancing drugs.
You have to, yeah. You there's no point being me, for example, 65 kilos. Okay, 6'5", definitely not. There's no point, and then me and taking steroids, because I can still build upon my bases to the point where it might take a little bit longer, but do you know what? It will be worth it. And that's the same for Pop 1. You go through your Pop 1 journey, I think, in different stages, you know? So you go through the noob stages of learning the guns, learning to climb, learning strategies and everything. And then you get to a stage where you want to take it to that next level. And that is maybe when it's pay to win. But by that time, you should be kind of more experienced anyway. It's minute. It's very minute, I think. And I would say for some things, it would be better for me to use Oculus over Index, personally. Like the resolution.
Yep. One of the things that's very cool, though, about Index, if you want to face the camera there, DC, just show them how your fingers work. Finger tracking.
Oh, my little third of my fingers.
You can flip them off if you want.
Yeah. Oh my god! No! Not that finger! No.
Wait. Can I do this? Bring it back.
Okay.
Bring it back. Can I do this? I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. But...
That's amazing. That's amazing. So the finger tracking and the stuff on Index is really cool. By the way, word of warning to people out there, Rafe has just managed to get himself an Index and will now be probably extra sweaty once he learns how to use it. It's quite the upgrade. So you'll see you see whatever Apex team he's on. Probably I think it's Apex Chemical or something that he's playing with at the moment. You'll see them
and PPC, yeah. The thing is,
through
though,
the skill wall, I'm sure.
Yeah, you watch, he's gone to, and I say in quotes, Italy for a couple of weeks or whatever. So he won't be
adjusting
playing,
to
right?
his Index.
Exactly. And I tell you what, the first couple of weeks, this is the game that I learned how to play with the index controllers really good, was The Forest. Have you guys ever played The Forest?
I played that last night. I played
Not
that
really
last
gonna
night with
try.
friends.
Okay, I played that with
It's
Miss Whatever.
terrifying.
Right? We've built. Well, I say we. She has mainly built, with a little bit of my help, a massive couple of fortresses, and it's so fun. Folks, if you ever get a chance, please try it out because it's really, really fun. It's a little bit
Because I'm gonna
scary.
scream there. Yeah,
It's
that's
very
I'm not
scary.
gonna ever try.
No. You have an option to turn. You have an option to turn off the cannibals. All right, but
You can do that?
I mean, but you have an option to turn it off. But I mean, why
It's kind of
wouldn't you
fun to
want to
have
kill
cannibals.
them, cook them, and then eat them, and then you're a cannibal as
make
well?
their bones into bone armor or a bone chandelier.
Exactly.
Bone chandelier.
yeah,
Everyone wants a
exactly.
bone
Come on.
chandelier.
Who wouldn't want it? Who wouldn't want a bone chandelier?
Yeah, bone chair as well. Oh, I should totally make my chair out of bones in here.
Oh,
Cool.
I just thought of Game of Thrones, you know. So yeah,
Yeah.
maybe someone made
Game
already.
of bones.
Oh my god.
Punny. Anyway.
But the thing is, that's where I learned my controls. But the first couple of weeks of me playing on Index, oh my goodness, I was so bad. Because you've got this extra trackpad in the middle of the controller.
Yeah.
And usually I rest my thumbs, on the when I'm climbing or anything. I rest my thumbs on the thumbsticks. And here it's uncomfortable to rest your thumbs on the thumbsticks. So you
I'm
put
not
them
doing
on the trackpad, right? But then you can't quickly reload, or you can't quickly switch over to your radial menu. So it's really so it does
Quite
take
interesting.
practice.
When I think about that, when I don't when I just fly, for example, even in Pop 1 or just don't do nothing, I just my thumbstick is just, my thumb is just on grab button back, kind of.
Mhm.
It's there, so I just grab my whole joystick just around it. It's
Yeah.
never on my joystick resting. Interesting.
I mean,
never
I
do
already have troubles in that whenever I'm walking, sometimes I'll accidentally grab stuff because my index finger is slightly pushed down the grip button, so I would have serious issues. I could be trying to fly and then just sort of grab something as I'm flying past it, and I'm like, God damn, what is this? So annoying. I didn't want to grab that.
Tell you what, that's one thing that's really really bad with the index is
I'm
if
sure
you're on
touchpad.
if you're on the 9s of Armory, or if you're in planes and you're on one of the big tall rectangular towers in planes, and you've got the guns on top. If you scope in with the AWP, as you scope in and you grab with your left hand the scope, it will drop your AWP. But the thing is, it doesn't just drop it there. It drops it to the floor.
Dude, that's why Scanter did. That's probably why Scanter did that insane trick shot where he accidentally dropped his op, flew off, grabbed it, did a 360, and opped the guy in the face. That's probably an accident. He just dropped it. And he's like, "Oops, I gotta go and get that," and then turned around and saw this guy.
Yeah. And unless you have lightning fast reactions, I'm telling you, you're not gonna do it. It's not gonna happen. But it's really frustrating because you can also peek as well. You can peek those things, and as you're shooting, because there's no physical button there, you try and shoot without grabbing your middle finger, ring finger, or pinky. You try and do that.
Yeah,
you can't. It's
no.
impossible, right? So if you try and do that now, you can't.
Oh my god! Yeah, no.
So you'll be grabbing the gun, and by grabbing it, you also grab everything around you as well.
Yeah.
So, and if the ping is bad,
Wow.
it's even worse. So that's the downside to the controllers. I know Scotica said that the climb is
Yeah.
slower. That's another thing.
Is it really slower or something?
Yeah, because you know the video that you posted on the when you were on the windmill climbing, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the same with the index. Maybe I should go into a custom and show you sometime. But yeah, they're not they're similar, Don't get me wrong, but I can fling myself. I can be much faster. That's what I'm saying. Again, another benefit to the Quest is the climbing's definitely faster.
Mm-hmm. I can
I
really imagine a hole in the market for like a 3D printed grab button that you just clip on in front of the grip pad, and it just like activates the whole grip pad in one go for Pop 1. Like, just saying, if anyone wants to make that, just a conductive button that just you grab, then
I think there's
climbing would
like
be fast.
another thing to index that the controls are heavy, right? It's super heavy. So when you climb a lot, you just get tired more, right?
Yeah. Not if you're as pumped as DC. Maybe he's absolutely jacked.
They are heavier. You're absolutely right. Do you realize it? Do I realize it? Absolutely not, because they're longer. So it feels like you're grabbing more of a of like almost like a banana shape rather than that. It's just there it's just still turning around, looking at me under the desk. Look at it. So it's that shape. It's that kind of shape. So I don't know. Maybe we've got weird bananas in England, but definitely that's what I feel. That, and also you can't use the index controllers without the knuckle strap. Right?
Yeah, of course.
So right now I'm not even holding anything, and they don't really feel. You're not holding it right out in front of you, like I'm like doing like a Thriller thing from Michael Jackson's video, but or like a zombie thing. But yeah, I'm not actually like that right now. And never am I in a Pop 1 game are my arms fully extended like that. They're always quite close, and by being quite close, it doesn't really affect that. Especially a couple hundred grams.
Did you notice why I was worried when I was just first thinking about headset? Like right now, I will not buy it because it's super expensive, but I wasn't thinking about that like some time ago. I was just thinking about headset itself. And so the headset, not the controllers, but the headset itself, it's also super heavy. It's like several times heavier than Rift S. So I was worried, like if I play for like 7 hours a day, my neck would probably like just break at some point. Did you notice anything? Did you notice anything from going from Quest to Index?
No, you might have to. Your neck will get girthier, I reckon. You'll get a girthier neck.
Oh no!
Because it's like lifting weights. It's like lifting weights. If you're doing it 7-8 hours a day, your neck is gonna get bigger because it's gonna have that extra room, right? But no. On a serious note, on a serious note, on a serious note, you're gonna have you're not gonna feel it because the balancing is so much better. Have you ever used the Quest 2?
No.
Okay, so I'll give you an example. The Quest 2 is a fabric strap. Okay, the basic, and I urge anyone that's using a Quest 2 with the basic fabric strap to upgrade to like the Bobo VR 2 or something like that. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I love that. But it's so poorly weighted that it makes it. I think if you use the Quest 2 with a fabric strap only, it makes you age. It will bring down the skin on your face because it's so poorly distributed weight-wise that you need to have.
It'll make you age. It's just assisting gravity to make you look older.
Unless you're playing upside down, you're gonna have like sag on your face. I'm telling you. So what I suggest what I suggest is with the index. Sorry, I've gone on a tangent here, but all I'm going to say to end the topic is the index is really good weight distribution. So the back of the head strap and is equally weighted to the front. So as long as you've got that top bit snug on the top of your head, I could even loosen it. And it would just sit on my. Look, I'll show you. I'll loosen it all the way, and it's still just sat on my face.
Yeah, that's pretty.
So
cool.
The only reason why I tighten it and I'm muscle memory is so that when I'm doing this, it doesn't fly off my face when I'm playing Pop 1. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but I've got the cable up here as well, so it's not on the floor. And with the cable, it's not dragging along the floor, making me like do this. Sometimes I asphyxiate myself when I'm playing, but that's that's not, and that is not out of choice. But
do you ever catch it with your hands when you're climbing?
No, I've got it set up so it's further away.
Yeah, tensioned. Yeah, that's
good.
No,
it's kind of it's further away. But also that's another thing. I don't, I'll grab here. I won't grab any higher than that anyway. So as long as it's not above your face when you're climbing, as long as your hand's not, you're never going to catch it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I look at it. But yeah, it's really good weight distribution. It's made with a price tag to reflect the workmanship that's gone into each headset and controller. I know people have loads of controller issues. I've had these controllers, and I bought this whole thing secondhand for either 550, 600 quid, right? Mm-hmm. Which is almost half price. And the guy that had the headset for over here, just for reference, the guy that I bought it from, he was a diehard Half-Life Alyx fan. He played Half-Life Alyx, and then after 20 hours, he boxed it up and sold it.
That's unreal.
So I got a practically brand new headset, right? So and controllers, and I've had. I did do one thing, which I think Honeygun, I think you saw on stream. I reloaded the DT and knocked my trigger button out.
Yeah, I remember that.
My god, that's the only thing that I did, and then I fixed that in seconds. It just popped back in, and I still use the controllers to this day. I've had no problems at all. And I say that now, and they're gonna die today.
If anyone's watched Vape Life Heroes streams, I mean, he like throws his at stuff, and or he used to whenever he was still a bit burnt out of the game, I guess. And so, like, whenever he would pick them up, I was sitting there thinking, like, are these things going to work? And yet they do. So they are engineered very, very well.
Yeah, they are. But I definitely look after my stuff. So I do take care of it. If you're careless with it, then you won't. And that's the other thing with the Quest controller, the Quest 2 controllers. I had to just buy a new headset because of the issues with the stick drift.
Oh really?
Well, I just had such bad stick drift. I was like, do you know what? It's ruining all my fun. I'm just gonna get a new one.
Yeah. So for stick drift, the thing that I found that has worked so well for me, like 6 months with no stick drift, is something called Deoxit, and I was put onto it by Weller, I believe, from the Rad server. But yeah, Deoxit is incredible. Like, I just sprayed it once and haven't had to spray ever since. It's been amazing. So just anyone out there struggling with it, look for Deoxit. I think it's like the D5 version or something like that. It's really, really good. Yeah. Pink, exactly. Deoxit is the best. Miss whatever. I ripped out my joystick. It went back together easy enough. Yeah, that's nice.
I ripped out my joystick.
Just fully ripped it out.
The other thing is, that's the other thing. The blacks are not as dark. The darks are not as dark. And also you get like a halo because of the lenses, the Fresnel lenses, and the bigger field of view, or the wider field of view, should I say? That I know that going from a Quest to an Index, when you load up Pop 1, you got the black screen with the blue loading bar. That is, when I put it on, I thought, oh my god, I've got a Duff headset, and it turns out it wasn't. It was just that. And after a couple of minutes of putting it on and using it, you don't notice it anymore, but it's definitely there. So yeah, 100% agree with Miss Whatever there with the darks.
Yeah,
who's getting the Quest Pro? Didn't Mark Zuckerberg announce that casually in an interview that they're bringing out the Cambria? Yeah, they're bringing out the Cambria next month.
I don't know. Like, they've just put the price up on the Quest 2. I don't know. Maybe it's because they've sort of disconnected it from like Facebook, and they kind of have to make up for the price, the loss in ad revenue and stuff, or not ad revenue, data selling. They can't sell your data for a good price anymore to supplement it.
Well, same with PS5, isn't it? Sony's just announced that they're hiking the price up on the PS5 as well.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, Microsoft said that they're not going to increase the price, and Nintendo even got in on it and said, "Oh, they're not increasing the price either for their Switch." That, just so you know, has been out for 5 years now. So, I mean, could you imagine if they did just be like, "Oh yeah, Switch users, we're gonna increase the price of the Switch now."
Sorry for the impromptu close-up there, by the way. I just accidentally clicked the button. So just for the people on stream, that was me getting very up close and personal with a cleavage shot while I was trying to move my menu around. And I was like, "Oops, hello." But yeah, that's interesting. I mean, I suppose like inflation and cost of living is definitely a thing for sure that kind of plays into it, but so I guess they're kind of just adjusting for what they're expecting inflation to go to, which is kind of scary. Your money is worth less. But what's the economy like over in Russia at the moment, Fox? Just like is it like us in the West where things are getting more expensive? Like energy prices in the UK are crazy at the moment.
Petrol's coming down though.
Petrol is finally coming down, yeah. Foxy, are you talking?
You got us muted.
I can't hear you.
You might have to leave and rejoin, maybe.
Did look at the microphone things at the top left of your screen, on the menu? You might have just muted yourself.
What else is chat saying?
Yeah. Gas kind of coming down, yeah.
Can't play Oculus if you can't afford electricity.
No, you're just gonna get yourself a dynamo and put it on a exercise bike. That's the answer. Just charge it from charge it that way. Yeah,
could you imagine
Oculus?
Yeah, could you imagine?
You have to just
I
pedal
might
along
try that, you know,
while you're playing, just on your exercise bike. It's the answer. Yeah, so I don't have any audio from the Fox at the moment, and I don't know why. Are you okay?
See, now this is a time. This is a time now, Fox. If any time we could be like, look, if you had an index, we wouldn't even need your mic because you could just sign things to us.
Yeah, true. Proper sign language. Yeah, still can't hear you. Are you muted in the thing? Do you wanna leave and come back? Yep. Go ahead. I'll re-invite you.
That was the most aggressive head nod
she
ever.
was just like, oh no. I'm just waiting for her to push a button that I don't want her to push.
I'm actually building treadmills for my dogs to run my heads.
She did. Oh no.
What's happened?
She pushed some button or something.
She's gone.
We're
gone.
Okay, we're back. Yeah.
It's like Cinderella, but instead of her just her slipper, her whole body's gone to glass.
Yeah. She will be back in a minute.
Good dog exercise. I mean, there are videos which I don't really know too much about, but I've seen videos of like I think American pit bulls on like man-made dog mills, I suppose they're called, to really get them exercising. I don't know why they wouldn't just take them out for a run.
You could possibly power your Oculus by hamster wheel with a dog inside it. So yeah. The only problem is you have to feed them. That's the issue. But you could just go to PETA shelters. That's actually how we should power the country. Just PETA has lots of shelters out there. We'll just get all the animals on treadmills and make our energy that way, right?
Yeah, that's it. I mean,
PETA
Pop's got the right idea with the old turbines, right?
Yeah.
And people going around collecting energy cores. I don't know why we just don't do that. To be honest, that just seems like the most viable solution.
Yeah, just go and collect some energy cores. Yeah, pick up poop. That's a thing. You know, you can burn that. It's not very clean fuel, but you know, we'll do something with it.
Not very eco-friendly, is it either? When you think about
it's
it,
not.
I mean, you've got the whole yeah. But do you know what? It's like here over here with the dog waste bins. I know I don't know why we're talking about dogs so much, but I got told off the other day for putting human waste. No, I'm joking. For putting,
I was gonna say.
for putting my penis in a dog bin.
You've got to actually like, you know.
I got told off the other day for putting my dog poo in, which was obviously in a bag, in a normal litter bin.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to the woman, total Karen, right? I said to her, she said, "Oh, you can't put it in there. You got to put it in there." And it was next to each other. They were right next to each other. You got this dog poo bin here, normal litter bin there. And I said, right, I'm not gonna touch that bin with the lid. I'll just dash it in there. That's my thinking, yeah. And she said to me, "Oh, you can't do that." And I said, "Why?" And then she said, "Well, there's a dedicated bin for that. Like this normal litter bin's hygienic, right?"
You know that they a lot of the time they don't actually do anything. So recycling and all of that stuff in the UK, a lot of this stuff just goes to landfill anyway. They just do it to make you
it's crazy.
Do it.
But I said to her, I said, "What do you think it goes to?" I said, "Do you think it goes to like a magic dog poo a landfill?"
Specific facility.
Reality check, it really doesn't. It goes to the same place.
Also, this is mainland UK, but most of mainland UK's energy, like power, is actually made from burning refuse, like household refuse. So in the big incinerators they have there, it's something ridiculous. Like over 70% of the energy in the grid comes from that. Compared to like other stuff, but the worst thing is you have to pay the council to take your stuff away, and then they get paid because they burn it as fuel.
Yeah, it's just crazy. It's just a total rip-off, basically.
Yeah, let's just throw Fox another invite and see if she's back on. She's not online at the moment, as far as I can tell.
RadFox just bronzed.
she was
had that
just
good
bronzed.
spray
She
tan.
just became a full statue. Stream is down. Yeah, stream's off at the moment. I'll reinvite her.
Maybe she'll come back. Yeah.
She must be so frustrated. I've never seen her like be so aggressive with her movements. He's like, I'm done. Yeah.
Maybe I'm too much for her. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe she
too much for
muted.
her PC to handle. She can't do it. Hey, thank you so much for the following.
I've been very conservative. I'll have you know. I've been very conservative.
Yeah, you know, just you can let it all hang out. It's fine. We don't mind. I mean, RadFox minds, but you know, just that's a personal thing. Let it.
Well, I said even before the stream began, I said I feel like I'm the most dressed here, and I'm not even wearing clothes. You know.
Yeah.
I do want an avatar though. I do want an avatar that's got like more human expressions. I do like this one, but I realised that it's not for me now. Although I do like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think it's really cool. But yeah, I mean, I just like my avatar for the fact that I can do things like this. Oh wait, let's see. There we go. I can do things like this to the camera and show off my physics.
Wait, can you?
And I get super
are
close.
They grabbable? Are they grabbable? Can my little fingers grab them?
Yeah, you can,
they
try.
can't.
I don't mind getting felt up.
No way, Hannah.
Wait.
No!
No! I need to get to the tree.
The left one is.
Wow,
the right
you are
one
lifting my left boob. That's amazing. And the right one. There we go.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Yeah. Let's do both of them at the same time. There you go. Oh, you can do both of them
amazing,
at the same time.
Yeah.
That's crazy. What about? That's crazy.
Yep. So fully interactable titties is what I got.
I mean, they should. I feel like they should be a little bit more supple, to be honest. But for my liking,
yeah.
But
I mean, like,
I still rate them a solid 8
individual
out of
finger
10.
movement should really have made a difference there as well. Oh, here she is.
Should I see if I can? Let's see if I can flick it. Can I flick it?
Emotional damage.
Oh my god, look at that! I am.
You're flicking my boob.
That actually did.
amazing.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Okay, now I want a female one as well.
Yeah, exactly. So you can play with your boobs.
Wait, no, okay, now grab my leaf. Now grab my leaf. Go on, grab the leaf.
Grab that leaf.
And people see that.
Can
Yeah.
you see it? Oh,
Look at that.
there we go.
You know,
Fully
it's good
interactable leaf.
when you can feel it in your stomach.
Yeah, RadFox, you need to
Sorry,
set your mic
PC
to.
back on now.
You just set your mic to the loud one, Fox.
Yep.
Holy shit!
said
What's
it.
going on there?
Awesome.
Oh my god!
And she's back.
Yeah, you know what happened?
Hello, woman.
Two things happened. First of all, just my mic crashed on my rift test, so I had to replug my headset, but that's okay. It happens all the time, almost every day. Second thing, I play on my PC and I stream from my laptop, and my hard drive on my laptop crashed, so I cannot do anything from my laptop anymore. I wanted to restart the stream, and my OBS says that those files don't exist, everything from the BRB scene, for example, nothing exists anymore. Yeah, so. Hard
That
crash
is
today.
some extreme technical difficulties.
Yes. Which I don't even know. Can I restore my hard drive? I have no idea. Awesome.
I
Yep,
really
sorry,
hope so.
it took me a while. Yep.
Yeah, Pink, that
I
did
still can play
escalate very quickly.
and record at least on my PC. PC is alright, but laptop, oh my god. And it's only 2 years old, so.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Look at this! Look at this! Who's it? Ketted H said, "Boys will be boys."
Boys will be boys.
Actually, look, Honeygun is a perfect
Boys will be
example
girls.
of how boys. Yeah, exactly.
Apparently.
Boys will be exactly gender fluid. 100%.
Yeah.
Stealthy Badger, you're 100% right. And woman, I would absolutely love to play with your tits if you didn't live halfway up the country.
I'm busy reading the messages, third message from the top. Yes, what did you do when I was out? I'm sorry, I was out for 3 minutes.
We did nothing. We did nothing. We did absolutely nothing but play with Honeygun's breasts. That's all we did.
Okay, right, okay. Fox hasn't seen it, right? So, what do you see? Oh yeah, over here. Right, okay. Foxy, touch my boob. Give it a proper jiggle. There you go. See, look, they move.
They move. Wait, do they? I don't see it. Okay, I don't. Okay, I
Don't see it.
We're all
No.
gonna get banned from Twitch.
Right.
Not really. No, it is. They only move because you wiggle, not because I touch
Okay,
you.
right. I'm gonna stay super still. Give him a poke.
No, it just doesn't work.
Yeah, it's working for me. I can see that.
It
No,
definitely worked.
For me, nothing changes. For
Well-
me, nothing changes. It stays still. Interesting.
I'm so sad. Wait, DC, do it again.
I'll do it again. I'll do it again, but you
Yeah,
got to
I'll
put on
just
a
rewatch it.
feminine
I'll
voice
just
because
watch it
otherwise I'm gonna
on
have
the
to
video.
question my sexuality.
Daddy,
Look at this.
do it again.
There we go. I feel much more comfortable now doing it.
Oh no.
The whole hand, not just fingers. Get a good grab in
Okay,
there.
well,
You got to grab it, Foxy, with the palm of your hands.
Yeah, we've just learned something
I
new
will
about
just watch it.
Neos.
I will just watch it. Yeah.
That was fun. So I suppose we should get back to some Pop 1 talk.
Sorry,
competitive
go
play,
on.
what leagues are you actually playing in at the moment?
Go on, Fox. Or are you talking to me?
Talking to
Both
you.
of us. Oh, sorry.
You are the-
Okay. I'm in Arc at the moment. I kind of got. I don't have a team together at the moment. Okay, so this is a situation. My team's left me. They've deserted me for their own
No.
reasons, which are totally
Oh.
fine. They deserted me before the season began. By the way. Okay.
Oh.
I love them. But they deserted me. So to my teammates.
Oh.
Oh, no.
To my ex
You don't have your
teammates.
camera up, by the way.
What? Sorry, what?
You don't have your camera up yet.
I cannot stream. I told you I cannot.
Oh, okay.
My laptop crashed. No hard drive
It's just
in my laptop anymore.
it's still showing the stream is running. That's all. There's still
know,
5
it's
people there
like,
hoping
no.
that you come back.
Oh, no, it's not
The real ones who come over to Honey Garden, the real ones are there.
I cannot. I just cannot even start stream. It says like
Yeah.
I just cannot do anything.
Oh
So-
no, that sucks. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll fix it tomorrow.
So I've got basically I've got the somehow with I think what was it 6 weeks of games, right? So that's a session a week. We had 6 subs. Okay, we had people like Smiggy. We had people. We had top tier players carrying me, and somehow we've made it into diamond qualifiers.
That's awesome.
With subs. Okay, massive support to massive shout out to and love to all of the players that have stepped up for me when I've asked. I don't know what I've done to kind of garner the respect that I have with those players. That it's just really nice, and I'm sure that there's plenty others that would love to join that, and be part of the opportunity. But as it stands, I've got my PPC team playing the Diamond qualifiers, and to be honest, I know that we're not ready for Diamond Division as a team. However, it will be an experience, and I'll love it for what it is. I'm not expecting to win anything, and just enjoy the competition for what it is. Probably in red again, if I'm being like realistic. So that's the situation with Arc, and I play with Johan and aaand Guru in PPC, as you well know.
Yep.
But the thing is, for me, it's come to a point now where I enjoy the competition side of the thing. I enjoy playing with people that I can have a laugh with and enjoy. As you well listen into my comms, you'll probably know. Like Guru making me crack up when he goes, "Thanks to the gold P90, Rafe." Do you know, just funny things like that where everything's not serious. We're playing top tier PPC and it's still just fun. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter, and there's no pressure. In Arc, I feel like there's a lot of pressure. And I put that on myself, by the way. That's not other people, that's just me. And I just feel like the competition should be fun as well. And for me, the fun is the deciding factor. If I'm not having fun, or with the people that I'm playing with, then I won't play with them.
Yeah.
So that's the situation.
We're gonna have complete guarantee on next week, I believe, actually on Tuesday. Obviously, complete sort of heading up Arc. He'll be able to sort of answer a lot of questions about it. But I guess like Arc is that there's that extra degree of pressure especially at your level, just because you've got those qualifiers and everyone wants to get to Diamond Division. Everyone below Diamond Division wants to get up there. And so there's a lot of competition, especially in red. Who are the teams in red that you kind of thought really stand out? I know that Havoc Genesis sort of topped red this time and going into Diamond qualifiers.
Well, to answer your first question, when Arc was purple, gold, diamond is when I started playing, and then I had 3 seasons. Oh my god, it looks like you're having some form of seizure, tonic seizure.
It looks like it looks like there's like a leak or something on my. Oh god, no, that's Jack Daniels. Oh no, I didn't put the lid on my bottle, so the Jack Daniels is just kind of spilt all over my freaking couch.
Oh my god, no!
I was like, that smells like alcohol. I've got a leak somewhere. Oh no! Oh, I just got.
Now you
lost
have to
like a quarter of a bottle of Jack. Oh my god.
Is it leather at least? Please tell me it's leather. It's not fabric, is it? Okay,
leather.
It's fine. It's fine.
I can wipe it off, suck it up, whatever.
Suck it up. Suck it up. Wipe it off. What do you think this is? Pre-crisis times?
I'm going to use kitchen roll and wipe it up, absolutely, and then I'll put it into a glass afterwards.
Yeah, that's it. Just eat the kitchen roll. What's wrong with you putting it in a glass? Come on.
Oh my god. That made the Jack Daniels go down the wrong way.
sorry. I would say something else, but RadFox is here, and I don't want to upset you. Definitely not putting it in any other orifice. But
I'm not doing Jack Daniels enemas again.
No, not again. Once is enough. Once is enough per day. Sorry. So we've gone off topic again, but to say what it was.
Right, DC.
The teams that stood out to me, I don't even remember who I played against, to be perfectly honest. Featherith, I came up against that player a lot. I know they've subbed up. Maybe they were in Diamond Division before. Great player.
Yeah, Feather's very great reaction speed on Feather.
Who else? There's so many great players, but do you know what? I know it's different in Red for me. It's different than PPC. PPC, I can be like, okay, look, boys, we could probably intervene here. Red, I feel like it's just one of those things that everyone's good, everyone knows what they're doing. We're not gonna do well unless we play our A game against every squad, basically. So I know I've been killed by Featherif a lot. Epic Gamer. But it's just the times of day that I play. You know, we can only play at one specific time slot. I'm not playing at midnight. Exactly, and that's the other thing about Diamond. That's why I'm not too fussed if we don't move up, because Diamond is I'm not playing at midnight, mate. No way.
There is the earlier slot though, 6 p.m. on Saturday. Yeah, there's the earlier one that starts at 6, and then there's the later one at like 2 a.m. for us. Right. So because I mean, complete guarantee wouldn't stay up until 2 a.m. just to do that for sure.
The thing is, the top teams never have subs, right? Or if they do, they have subs that they're really competent with and play together with a lot. So for me, I can't commit every Saturday of my life, basically. That's why, like, this season I had 2 sessions where I couldn't play. Do you know what I mean? So for me, even in Red, I still needed people to step in for me. So in that respect, I'm not as serious as some people that play competition. Like I'll still use DT, and when I'm nowhere near as good as other people in Red Division that use DT, right? But I'll still use it because I like using it, and I'll often not come out on top because of it. But I'm just there to enjoy it at this point.
But the pressure actually does. The pressure is what you need to evolve. Like, if you ever had, so I remember in the early days of me playing, I had this amazing moment where I wasn't a good player by any means, but I had this amazing moment where I like 1v6'd, like at the end to clutch it, and I was just like, holy balls, what did I just do? I just went into like some sort of fugue state and started shooting people and hiding and shooting more people, and I was like, wow, I came out and I was just so happy. This is like the most damage I'd ever done. Like, it was like 1,800 damage in one game, and it was still noob lobbies, like, you know. So, but I was like, wow, oh my god, what just happened? I was just under pressure the whole way. People were sneaking up on me, and then the next thing I'm stuck in this fight, and it was just 1v1, and like I said, I got into like that flow state that's just like under pressure, suddenly it all clicks into place, and then I completely lost it. The next game I had like no kills or anything, but it was so good. So do you ever get like that sort of thing? Because I know it, like, the higher competition you go and the more pressure you put under, you've got more opportunities to get like moments like that you just look back on and are like, wow. That's
the thing. And that's, sorry, I forgot to answer your other question. And that's, for me, the reason why there's so much more pressure in Arc is because I have always progressed. Whether it's like slow or not, it's progress, right? And I've always gone up, or at least not gone down, should I say? So it was purple, gold, and then diamond, and then they introduced new ones like blue, purple, diamond, gold, diamond, and then they introduced red as well. So I probably, because there's just been more people playing, right? But I probably would have been in diamond if we didn't have two purple seasons where every time we got to the qualifiers we had major problems with subs and not our main team, because Fuse, for example, Noose, that my old team, that Yes Chef, great players, great guys, I love them to bits, right? But the thing is, we probably could have been there, but it was just problems with the qualifiers each time that we didn't get put up to that next session. And now they're in gold. I think maybe competing for red qualifiers now anyway. So everyone's done well, and by progressing from purple all the way through, you do have that added pressure because you've got months of work basically. That you've done to get to the stage that you have. That's all it is. So it's not added pressure with teams or anything like that, or teammates. It's just added pressure that I've put on myself that I need to do this to succeed, and that's not the case, right? But as a player of a competition, you don't play to just play. You play to everyone plays to win. That's just how it is, especially at that high level.
Yeah,
gold,
absolutely.
red, diamond. It's just how it is.
Fox, so you started sort of getting into more comp stuff like duos and UGL, sort of things like that. Like, what do you get out of it? Like, how do you what butters your muffin for it?
What? Sorry, I don't know the slang.
It's a turn of phrase.
What tickles your fancy?
Yeah, what tickles your fancy?
Oh, I don't know what it
yanks
means
your
either.
crank? What pulls your chain?
What gets you going? What gets you going about it?
That one I know. Okay, that one. So I just like playing with Ping-Pongage. So we're just playing those. That's all basically. I don't know anything else. It's like that easy, That's all.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
I think
there must be more. There must be more to it for you. Is it the people that you play with? Do you enjoy? Do you enjoy?
I only play those. Like in 2 hours, I have mixed doubles. The first session of the new season. Yesterday we were playing UGL duos. That's all we play. Oh yeah, that's all we play together because I just like playing with Ping-Pongage. That's all we do. And actually, I just remembered we are also playing Go. Squads in Go. We like this season of Go we are playing with McCheesy. Just people I enjoy playing with. That's the only reason I play. I don't play Arc or I don't play VRPL, the EU league that you play. I was trying to play it last season, but I just couldn't find. I just couldn't find people to play with. Like I asked several people, they weren't available, and I play mostly with NA people, so they cannot. Like you can only have one NA person, and they cannot play on Mondays. So I just had no one to play with. But I went to the chat and asked is there anyone who needs a sub or like a new team? Two people wrote me. We tried playing together in pubs, and it was like. No chemistry is even a good word to describe that, So I just didn't find people to play with there. And for Arc, from what I hear, that's the time is difficult to play. Yeah, and I even have worse time than you have. So
you're 2 hours later.
Even 2 more hours. So it's even more horrible. And I don't know. I don't play Arc. I have no one to play with Arc. So I don't play those. But I do love those mixed doubles. Mixed doubles is my favorite league. Or those stats they have, only that worth playing it. I think you all saw that. Yeah. DC, are you playing this season? No. In mixed doubles.
No, I won't be.
No, still no. Okay.
I didn't really enjoy the games that we did play when I was with Winner doing that. I only had one session, but I kind of thought that the rules I can't remember what the rules were. Like there was one rule that there was like no matadors. There
Wait,
was
that's not mixed doubles. That's not mixed
Oh.
doubles. That's you were playing. Oh, you're talking about the BD doors. I'm talking about mixed doubles. The big league where
Oh.
one is a woman, another is not woman.
Oh, I've never. Yeah, I've never played that. So I don't know. I like the format of squads. And that's why I play kind of Pop 1. I rarely ever play like any of the other modes, and that's why when the new mode got announced, the Metropolis street
Arena?
fight where
Yeah.
and it appealed to me because you've got that
A lot of fun.
same squad format, but it's just in a small zone. There's not the same amount of people, but I think that
it was
having a
carnage,
smaller,
though. I loved it.
but
you're never far from action. You know, there's no long rotates really. You're like ready to go.
Exactly, and that's something that we need to practice. And we saying my team needs to practice is sticking together more and stacking. And being in a smaller zone means that we can't rotate. Something that we're quite renowned for and quite good for. So, what they're good at, just getting some placement really. So actually having a smaller zone with the same squad format is going to allow us to kind of practice that. So that is definitely something that we'll do. But again, that's still a squad format. It's not solos, it's not duos, it's not legions, and it's not war. And the novelty of those have worn off for me. Same with the deathmatch. It's definitely worn off for me. But the squads has always been around, and I've really enjoyed that they've kept it the way they have in that aspect, because I think 3 is like that magic number where things work and it's not too problematic. Well, it's not too big where you've got people running off dying, and it's not too small where like you're always feeling outnumbered if like you're getting third partied. So I don't know, it's just I like that. I like the format. It's never really I did one mixed duos tournament, not a competition, but like a weekend tournament, I think it was, or a day tournament, before the mixed duos I think was even a thing, with Miss Whatever, and that was great fun. But yeah, it doesn't give me the same satisfaction as squads really.
For me, it's the opposite. Like the doors is my favorite mode, so I was happy when they announced it in the public games, but it lasted only for 1 week. It was pretty sad. Yeah, and actually thinking about like comps for me, main reason is actually time. Yeah, because all the comps I would like to play, they're like 5 a.m. for me. Like I play Go at 5:30, so I wake up at 3:30 to actually wake up and warm up a little bit. So yeah, I would play more. That's why like I wanted to go into VRPL, the EU league, because it's like 9 p.m. my time on Mondays. Like super cool, but no, I cannot. So I like usually weekends now, just the comps days, because they have EU friendly time on weekends. That's all. Yep. Kind of sad, but I'm not ready to wake up every day. I feel bad enough waking up one day a week at 3 a.m.
3 a.m. wake up is horrifying.
It's horrible.
I'm normally still awake at like 5 in the morning, so like I mean I probably could play it, but that's just because I seem to live on like freaking NA time these days. It's bad time.
I mean I wake up at 3 a.m. and I don't go to bed anymore. I just leave like 20 hours and then go to sleep again. So yeah, that's like hard. I cannot do it like 3 days a week. So yeah, that's like, yeah, I think that's like the thing. I could do more, but I just cannot. There is no possibility. And when I ask people like who organize those, they just say there is never enough EU people to play, so no EU friendly times.
Which is genuinely weird. I mean, hopefully, so we'll talk to Complete Guarantee about this on Tuesday, but hopefully, they're thinking of taking on the PPC EU. I heard something like that. Also, is it Omega Supernugs that might be sort of trying to help finish out this season of PPCEU. The problem is,
It's such a mess. I don't know what's going on, to be honest.
There's just it's very hard to find people who are willing to put the time and effort into running things, and whenever you do find them, you got to hold on to them as best you can, because if they leave, then suddenly, like, the chicken has no head anymore. It's just running around all over the place. So, I really hope that the same sort of format and the same lobby speed and everything can be carried over to the next person in charge. But it's just too much pressure, because anytime anything does go wrong, you just get shit for it.
Well, that's the thing. It would be really nice if, like, and I'm not going to go on to like a massive long rant here. I'm just going to keep it short. But it would be really nice if the developers could do something, like with the Grand Bananas and the Diamond ranks. They've got like the title. It would be really nice to acknowledge the people that do help, such as Amiga, whatever his name is.
I mean, something like a community leader tag would be lovely.
Just
also,
like that.
It acts like a signpost, so that people in the lobby could kind of go up and go, "Hey, I see you're a community lead. What do you do? I'm interested." And that'd be cool.
Yeah, and
because at the
also
moment they just have the verified tag, and it's.
The kids would. I think the kids in the game would really like that as well, because it's an incentive that doesn't cost anything, right? And it shows a kind of a level of authority as well over other players, and I think that's something that a lot of people in the comp scene seem to have, like that mindset of they want to have. Something more than other people, like even like the Arc thing. You can talk to Complete about this next week. He's got and I know it's paid for, but you've got like the Lira shop or whatever it's called, roles that people pay for to unlock better things, and they get like a certain tag which has got like an eggplant. As the fucking I don't know what it is. Yeah, and it's just things like that. If they can come up with some form of initiative like that, then I don't know. It just it seems like such a simple thing that people and like something that they can control. So if they're not going to be part of it anymore. Then exactly, just remove it.
I mean, the verified tag that they have at the moment, there's so many people who are
generalized,
but you don't know where they're verified on, and you don't know if they're verified because they've been useful
what I figured? If you don't know where they're verified on TikTok. That's like 90% of the time. Because they just bought it. Like some people just say it openly, like, yeah, I bought yours, like subs. Followers, whatever. Yep. So yeah.
So I mean, the thing is though that it could be put to a lot of good use. So, like I say, it can be used kind of like a signboard for managing your community. In that, if you were to use it as, community leads, maybe you'd have one for content creators, maybe you'd have one for clan leaders. That's the sort of thing that would be really interesting, because then you've got new players that could come in and see them in a lobby and go, hey, I'd really want to talk to this guy. He owns a clan or whatever. Or I want to talk to this content creator and ask them, what platform they're on and whatever. Even a little badge that has like Twitch underneath it would be nice, or a YouTube little play button,
like Twitch
or a TikTok,
for example.
Yeah. That would be nice for the content creators, because it just shows what platforms they're on, and people can then go and just look up the name on Twitch or YouTube or whatever. So Big Box, if you're listening, please, it's actually a really underutilized and very powerful way of keeping your community together, because we can then use that as like a directional indicator for the community. So yeah,
that's exactly what you're saying. Yeah, that's exactly why I have YouTube icon and Twitch icon on my avatar picture on Population
Mhm.
1. So when I was just playing with a lot of randoms when I just started, it's there since the beginning. So people would add me and they could search for me. They would see like those icons on my
Yeah.
avatar. Yeah. So I did basically myself what you were just describing. Yeah. Just
Mhm.
put it on my avatar.
Yeah, but it would be so
Although,
it
yeah.
would be so good if every time you load into a lobby, you got
Yeah,
50
yeah.
you got 15 other people that can see your tag underneath and be
Mhm.
like, oh, you know, and not even let's say for people that are verified, but like even if you're streaming on Twitch as a new streamer, it will so help those streamers grow as well, you know.
Mhm.
And
Oh, yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
you could have maybe like a green one that says content creator if you've got and if you're verified, and like a grey one if you're a content creator with, you know, and it updates. Twitch's API is so magnificent with and feature rich that you could easily do something like that and link it to their API.
Mhm.
And there's about verified title again in chat. And actually, just remembered what we were thinking. They could just give like, you know, the banana grant, the Grand Banana like trail. They could give just verified the green trail, for example.
Yeah, yeah.
Fun.
Well,
Yeah.
you know,
As if
for
you
me,
need
it doesn't
another, as if you
really-
need
Yeah.
a,
I turned it off. I don't use it. I turned it off.
same.
But I mean, so in-game effects don't really like exclusive in-game effects would annoy me, because like, you know, you want
More
everyone to sort
targeting.
of be able to, yeah, you want other people though to not like feel jealous of what you've got, you know, but you do just want it to act, like I say, as like a signboard so that people know that they should talk to you. And you know, if you're a content creator and you don't want to talk to someone for some reason that day, you know, if you're just wanting to go incognito, just take off the title and put on something else.
And here we go
so
to
that
the
you don't
party.
have randoms
Remember,
come
I
talking to you.
met, I think TC also had this, right? Like some imposters, like previously.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah.
just met RadFoxVR, the same exact nickname 2 days ago. That's why, but without the verified title, it's like I'm never taking it off. I'm gonna wear it, so it's
Yeah.
me. It's not someone else acting on my behalf.
Yeah, I mean,
that's it.
like someone was saying that Pink Ponage has a
Yeah,
doppelganger
solid
who
message.
comes into
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
chats and writes garbage
saw
about
one
people.
message.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's not so good. Actually, let's go
Mhm.
and find. Let
Honey,
me
I need to go in
see.
like 5 minutes.
Oh no! Okay, well, you
It's
know,
already been 2 hours and a half. Yeah, I need to warm up. And
really 2 hours.
play the
This
comps.
is flown by DC. It is absolutely flown by.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has, yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't
I
realize.
was just gonna find that clip of you killing killing the other Red
course.
Fox. So just
Oh
give
my
me 1
god,
second.
yes.
There we go. I found it. Here, let's copy link. So just bear with me while I just paste this in here. This is a lot easier now that I've made this incredible button. So let's go to screen view and show you guys what this is all about.
For me, okay. Sorry.
I hear Red Fox.
I killed Red Fox.
Yeah, Red Fox is better than
I killed Red Fox.
It's the same nicknames. Red Fox VR, killed Red
Yeah,
Fox
he's
VR.
like, Red Fox is better than Red Fox. Come on back.
I've done that a lot with grenades, just killing myself.
Well, yeah.
Stop.
For people, it would be confusing. Yeah, with him 10, but you know, with him 10.
friendly fire to a new level.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you so much for being with us today, DC. It's been absolutely awesome. I've really enjoyed chatting to you. I'm sure the chat's loved it because you've been absolutely hilarious as always. And thanks also for feeling up my boobs. It made me feel so loved.
You're welcome. You got the full index treatment here. Not just
Yeah.
not just
Even
the
the
little not just the
fingertips?
little yeah that's it. Not just the little bloody index finger. I could touch it with my pinky if I really wanted to. But maybe that can do it. Maybe that can be done off stream.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you can just stay in here and fill me up for a while. That'll be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go. Yeah, you do whatever.
So Fox, thank you so much for coming on and co-hosting. RadFox will be a regular feature of the EU times. So you know, earlier in the day for all people in our end of the world, it shall be the Fox. Hopefully her stream will be working next time, so do make sure to swing by
Yeah,
her
I
channel
hope so.
and
No
drop
laptop for
likes,
now. I hope I can fix
subscriptions,
it.
everything.
Oh,
So
look,
it'll be
my
great.
pineapples in your chat.
24-pack beer.
Yay,
Love to see you.
Foxy pineapples.
So yeah, it's been an absolute treat for me. Like as always. So
We
yeah,
didn't take a picture for the thumbnail. I'm sorry.
you know,
Let's
okay,
do the picture for the
let's
thumbnail.
do that for the thumbnail. You know, come on
Yes.
into. Let's see, can you guys get a little closer in towards me there? DC,
Wow!
can you?
After
you-
everything,
Oh, yeah.
after everything,
I mean,
Oh,
you
no.
there
still
is
want,
window.
you still
There
want
is-
this intimacy.
I cannot go closer. There is
Yes,
window
absolutely.
in my house.
No, DC's gonna get right in between us there. That's it. And
Wait, hold on, hold on.
wave.
Okay.
There we go.
Where to look? Which camera?
Perfect. What a photo. That's just lovely. Okay.
Lovely. Look at that. Perfect.
DC, if you want to save this, you can just grab it with your laser
Wait,
and
I don't see it.
press your secondary select. Here you go.
There is
Here's
no
another
picture
one.
for me. I can see your laser
You're-
only and nothing
you're
else.
You're
You can't
saying
see
it
the-
like what's the secondary select, Honeygun?
Sorry.
You're saying it like I know what it is.
The secondary select is like on the Oculus, it's B button, but it's the thing that brings up the little menu. So you grab it and then press that. That brought that up. So grab that. No, you got to grab this actual picture first, and then while you're doing that, then press it. There you go, and
it's
then
not-
go to
save as
you can
screenshot?
export.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank
Export a
you.
screenshot. So now we got that. This picture, this lovely picture here, will be going onto the.
There is nothing
wall.
for me. It's so weird.
There we go.
You just send
there
me
you
the.
That'll be going onto the wall.
Honey, can you please just send me the picture and
Yeah, I'll
the
send it
video?
to you,
both.
for sure.
Both. Okay.
Yep,
Yeah, I'll
I
just
will.
download it and post in my.
No problem. Let's just
Thank you.
put that over there. So where was I going with this? Yes, absolutely. I'm gonna get super intimate with the camera here. Thank you so much, all of you. You've been absolute legends. Thank you so much for coming by. And yeah, make sure to follow DCOMG on Twitch if you're not already. Make sure to follow RadFox on Twitch and YouTube and TikTok if you're not already. And you know, if you've not thrown me a follow yet, what are you doing? There's plenty more podcast episodes to be had here at Honeygun Go's channel. So do drop me some love. Thank you.
And subscribe to his
Okay.
OnlyFans plus 18.
Yeah.
Content coming.
OnlyFans
From
in
me and
avatar form. That's what it is. You know?
DC
He
and
says he
Honeygun
loves the
collab.
camera close up. You see, he loves the camera close up.
Yeah, new buttons, Pink. I'll show you all about it next time, tomorrow evening, for Sky Candy. Sky Candy is the next
Oh,
guest that is
nice.
tomorrow evening. She will be
Nice.
talking all about mixed doubles and life as a cybersecurity expert, I'm sure. So I need to get in contact with her today, actually, and chat more about what questions she wants and things like that. So if you guys have any questions for Sky Candy in the chat, please let us know, and I'll definitely make sure that they get asked. So thank you so much, everyone.
See you next time.
Let's find someone to raid, guys, in chat. If someone can give me someone to raid, I will throw it over to them. Faux show.
I'm gonna go. Bye bye,
That'd be beautiful.
guys.
Yep.
See
Bye,
you later.
folks.
See.
Okay. So, yep. And yeah, Spencer. Okay. I will throw that over to him right now. Thank you so much, Pink. And okay, every time she leaves, my camera goes absolutely crazy and has to zoom across the entire world to get back. I don't know why it does that. But yeah, okay, let's raid Spencer. Mm. An agent has left my team. Okay,
An
let's
agent.
browse. Yeah, it's crazy. Population 1, Spencer.
I played you
Ooh,
today.
let's mute that for a second. I'd really love to be able to frickin' copy his name. I'm gonna have to type, aren't I? That sucks. Okay. Raid. So DC, I really hope you enjoyed yourself.
Yeah, it's
I
been absolutely
absolutely
great.
loved it. Absolutely loved it. Just good to hang out and chat with you. How many R's are in Spencer? God. 3 R's and an underscore and an O2. Okay. Typing this all on virtual keyboard is horrible as well. Okay. Raid Spencer
Bundling
O2.
will begin. Absolutely now. Let's go.
Thanks very much, everyone. You guys have been awesome. Please join the raid and show some support to Spencer because he is a lovely guy. I've not actually met him personally, but I heard from Pink. He has subbed for him in Red Division and did a great job. So thanks. Bye.
Awesome.
Honey,
Beautiful.